It is a very early morning this morning. It's 10 past 5, and today we're going to go through this rainy day through Oberursel, which is in the neighborhood of Frankfurt, where our German office is, and I have a couple of meetings to get to. So yeah, let's get cracking. So we're coming up to the infamous Kennedy Tunnel, which is usually all day long one big traffic jam. So at this hour, it's still okay. So there's no problem there. Yeah, used to do this route every day for like 5 to 6 years. Actually, most of my career, but I've spent a couple of other places a little bit lost. 5 or 6 years. I had to do this every single day, and it was just hell. It's the only major entrance road to Antwerp if you come from East Flanders. And everybody needs to go through this tunnel. And it's they're speaking of building a bridge, digging another tunnel, then building a bridge again, then building another tunnel again. So they can't really decide what they want to do. Supposedly there's a decision now, but still it's going to be years before something structural is going to be in place to solve the issue with this road. So yeah. It's 7 o'clock right now. About 10 minutes ago I just entered Germany. Went to the Netherlands for about 40 kilometers, something like that. It's getting a little bit brighter out here. Got this power plant, maybe you can see it, which is always cool. It's like, to my guys I tell it's a cloud machine. They always find it funny, because the clouds come out of those cooling towers. Anyways, idea is to get to Mogendorf in one go. So still have 135 kilometers left to go to Mogendorf. About an hour and a quarter drive. And then we stop for a big break, because it's our only stop to Oberursel. But then I have to get back to the supercharger as well, so it's going to be a longer break than usual, because I can't charge at the office there. Tried last time, and the charging spots were not accessible, so I'm not counting on it. If it's there, good, but I'm not counting on it. Yeah, so far so good. Hoping that rush hour won't be too bad around Cologne, but yeah, it should be okay. So yeah. Yeah, just as I feared, we are hitting some traffic problems around Cologne. Still moving at about 90 or 100 kilometers an hour, so it's not bad. But it's getting busy. So yeah, right now it seems like we're going to reach Mogendorf with like 16%. So that means that I'll try to get there with about 10% if traffic permits. I can drive a little bit faster on the section between Cologne and Mogendorf, but we'll see. So right now traffic's coming to more or less a halt. So we'll see how much time this will cost us, but hopefully not too much. So while we're sitting in traffic jam, let me just give you some thoughts on a comment Elon Musk made a couple of weeks ago about bringing dashcams to the Tesla. So yeah, people are right. There are like 8 cameras on the Autopilot 2 cars. Why not use them as dashcams? It's a good question, and I see a lot of benefits of having those as dashcams. However, there are some drawbacks on there. So first of all, there's like 8 cameras. So if you want to access them all, which would give you a 360 view of the car, which is the ideal dashcam situation, then it's going to require a lot of data to store. If you think that with a Blackview, the Full HD version, you get like, depending on the compression rate and such, let's say around 50 megabytes per minute for one camera. So times 8, that's 400 megabytes per minute that you're going to save. So that's a lot of data. Second point is there is no storage for that in the car. So right now, if you're in a serious accident, then Tesla actually sends, like, I believe with the AP2 cars it's like 10 frames, like 1 frame a second, and I'm not sure if it's from all the cameras, but it's a couple of frames that they are saving and sending through to HQ. If you want to store all that data, there's no solution right now. So maybe you got these 2 USB ports here, so maybe they allow you to hook up an SSD drive to the USB ports, but then again, if it's an SSD drive of 2 terabytes, that's still a pretty costly option to do for yourself. So that's another point. And then another point is that the cameras are currently configured for high contrast. So I've read somewhere that the cameras are in fact color cameras, so they are RGB cameras, and they are capable of doing that. But the firmware that's lying on top of them is putting them in gray, red for higher contrast. So it's not the ideal situation to get a dash cam in black and white, basically. So that's a drawback of using the cameras, unless they can get around that and use both color and the gray version at the same time. So that's something to consider. And lastly, I don't believe that the cameras on the Tesla, they are hooked up to work during parking mode when the car is off. So I believe the cameras are off when the car is off. Maybe a firmware update can fix that. Not sure. Probably yes. But yeah, you won't have dash cams in parking mode if you don't have it. So that's one of the main reasons why I installed a dash cam in my own car, and why I recommend dash cams to other people as well. If you're parked somewhere, then you're not with the car. If you're driving and you have an accident, you are in the car and you can take pictures yourself if necessary. But yeah, if you're parked somewhere, you're not with the car, somebody hits your car, he runs away, it's a hit and run, you won't get anything back from the insurance probably. So that's going to be a problem. And I'm actually curious to see what Elon meant by using the dash cam, or turning it into a dash cam. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting to think about it, and it's interesting to see what they will be able to do with the cameras to allow additional safety features or security features, I should say, or maybe just on impact they're going to record a small section and allow you to access that. I don't know, we'll just have to see. We arrived in Morgendorf with about 12% left, so that's pretty much ideal situation to get fast charging. So right now I'm charging at 110 kilowatts, but it's going up and down quite a bit. There's only one other car here charging with me, so I should get good charging rate. Well, it's going to 115, 116. Still going up. Okay, so we're getting good charge rates. So right now I need to charge for, let's see, about 20 minutes to get to Oberursel, but then I have to get back as well. So yeah. Guy parking next to me is taking the B stall. There's so many stalls available and it's still taking the B stall. Anyway, so yeah, probably here for 40 minutes, half an hour, between half an hour 40 minutes, something like that, so I can make it back to Morgendorf again this afternoon, or this evening actually. So I have a couple of meetings to attend, and then will be a very long day since I'll be driving back around 5, between 4 and 5 p.m. this afternoon. I'll start my drive back, so yeah, it will be more like 11 o'clock tonight that I'll be home. So yeah, that's a very long day, but hey, it's always fun driving the Tesla. So I arrived at my destination, the Oberursel office. 440-ish kilometers in 5 hours, including some additional charging. So that's an average of 88 kilometers per hour that I did. Got, how much do I have left? Let's see. I have about 48% left on the battery, so that's more than enough to get me back to a supercharger. So yeah, I could have driven a little bit faster and taken some more risk, but now I don't have to worry about anything. when going back tonight. So yeah, all in all, good trip, even though I had some traffic problems in Cologne. That cost me about 15 to 20 minutes even, so yeah, even that would have been faster if I hadn't that one. Yeah, long live supercharger network, and the P100D battery is large enough to cover larger distances, and the supercharger network gets you going again in virtually no time at all. Right, let's get to work. It's 5 o'clock now. It's been a long day. Had some pretty good meetings. Learned a lot of new stuff. So that's always good. Tomorrow some follow-up on this. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow as well. But it's been worth a trip. So that's always good. Now we just have to get back through one hell of a traffic jam around Frankfurt. So yeah, sneaking in the back roads and winding through some smaller villages just to get past the traffic jam. Again, and there's quite some roadworks going on, and in Germany you usually have the right lane, or maybe the right two lanes that are as wide as the regular lanes, and then they make a very small second or third lane, and that's why usually when I go to Germany and I pass those roadworks, I take the lane for the trucks. It's a little bit slower if there's some traffic, but at least I'm not scraping my car against another one, because sometimes there's this concrete or steel barrier on the one side and a car in the narrow lane on the other side, and the Model S is a wide car. Especially for you guys that have a Model X, I would never do that. Every once in a while, if it's really busy, might take it, but usually I just take the truck lane, just making sure that I don't get my car scraped. We are back at Morgendorf for our charge stop for today. Again, getting 116 kilowatts, but this time there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stalls, and 6 of those 8 are actually occupied. So it's a busy moment for Tesla superchargers. But anyway, I'm getting still 115, 116, so I'm okay with that. It says 1 hour and 10 minutes to continue on your trip. I think I'll make another stop in between, just to do some faster charging, and that will get me home sooner actually. So yeah, let's grab some unhealthy food and then we go home. Section of 200 kilometers an hour, that actually cost me more energy than I anticipated. There's some headwind right now as well, so that will be the additional cost too. So now I'm getting the message, stay below 115 to make it to your destination. But my destination is not set to the first supercharger, so the question is now, do I do some semi-hypermiling to get to my destination properly. Although I must say that the Tesla navigation is really careful when it starts giving you those messages. You really do have normally enough, but there's some headwind and I have to factor that in. Or do I just keep going, enjoy the German Autobahn at a little higher speed than just 115 and stop at the next supercharger? So I haven't decided yet. We'll see for a few minutes and then I guess I'm gonna go for the semi-hypermiling. But yeah, it's not that far anymore that I'm in Germany, so I'm not going to gain that much time by driving faster. I think I'll gain more by arriving at the supercharger below 10% than arriving at the next one at 35%. So yeah, let's just go for it and drive a little bit slower. Traffic is also getting a little bit heavier in this region. I'm approaching Cologne right now. So yeah, I'll just take it slow and relax. I'm getting tired as well. I've been up from 5 a.m. this morning. Actually 4:30, started driving at 5 a.m. this morning. So better safe than sorry. So we are in the last few hundred meters before I'm home. Just want to say that this trip has proven yet again that you can do easily a 900 kilometer trip in a day with a Tesla. But this one even had to charge only twice because I made it from Mogendorf back home with less than 90% right now, which is awesome. Couldn't have done that with the P85D though. So yeah, I'm happy with the 100 kilowatt battery. Or sorry, kilowatt hour battery. Yeah, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.